What's going on, guys? We are finally here. We are going to finally be discussing Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So, if you guys have not seen this movie, first off, I recommend click off the video because we are going to be getting into spoiler territory. That way, if anyone gets upset, you can get over it. And I've already warned you. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it. So, how was this movie overall? I've been seeing a few reviews on it. I can understand some people's gripes with this film. I can understand some people saying they enjoyed the film. There's some people that are just like, it's okay. That it wasn't the best. The entirety of this movie, I felt like, was three different ways this movie could have been shown. So the entirety of the movie is, I would say, more based around Kong. Kong is still in Hollow Earth. He is surviving against all these other threats, but at the same time he's lonely. He wants to find his own species. He wants to see if there's anyone left. And when he goes through this, he actually comes across where he needs help from the humans. They give him a new tooth. He goes back and he starts sensing other possible threats, and when he does, he sees a nut more apes when one of them is the kid ape, you know what I mean? And he fights off the kid ape, he fights off all these other apes, and he sees that they are being, when he finally takes this other ape underneath his wing and he starts realizing that this ape is actually being over dominated by this other one, the Scar King, and the Scar King is the one that is leading this clan of apes into trying to become the baddest in the land. And when he has this pet creature that can also use ice and be able to turn anything into ice and be able what apparently caused the first ice age, because we find this out in the movie to where the human characters are following Kong and they're trying to follow Godzilla because Godzilla has taken out a couple of threats. He's taken out this one threat in Rome. He goes into Antarctica after trying to take out another threat, and he just goes into like almost like in a hibernation status to be able to get stronger. And I thought that was cool. But when he finally does this, because there was not really a whole lot of talking or acting in this film, it was more of the journey of Kong and Godzilla in a way, and then also trying to figure out the key to the little girl for Gia, who is the deaf girl in here, who has been the adoptive of Dr. Leanne, who is trying to discover more Hollow Earth. So between them, Trapper, and then the character of Bernie Hines, they go into Hollow Earth after following Kong and then seeing that there is more in this Hollow Earth. They find another indigenous people that turns out to be more of Gia's, I would say, extended clan, I guess you'd say, or tribe of these people. And somehow Gia is chosen to reawaken Mothra. So again, was not even sure how they brought Mothra back due to the fact I thought she died in King of Monsters. I may have to rewatch that to understand it fully. But it didn't make no sense on how they were able to bring back Mothra. Because Mothra, after Kong facing the Scar King and then facing his pet and then seeing he was no match, he goes to the humans. He gets a mechanical arm and then he goes for the fight. But he also gets Godzilla because he knows if he gets Godzilla, he'll have an ally. And then Mothra comes in after they're fighting and pretty much tells them, hey, Kong is not here to fight you. He needs help. So when they go to Hollow Earth, that's between Kong and Godzilla fight them to save Hollow Earth, because the Scar King, apparently, it was just shown weird that way back when he wanted to go to Earth from Hollow Earth and start a war with Godzilla and humanity, and Godzilla fought them off and basically left them in Hollow Earth, and they've been trying to get out ever since. That's the whole story. And we see this big fight break out, and the way it seemed, the Scar King was not as, I would say, a big threat like you thought he would be. It was kind of annoying because it was like, what exactly are we doing here? And I thought Zemo, who was the actual character of like the Ice Dragon or whatever that the Scar King has that he controls him with, I thought they would have been better villains, I would say, for this movie. I wasn't bored. I just didn't care, once again, about the human characters. I didn't care about none of them actually at all. I was kind of hoping that most of them would die off or whatever. I didn't even care about the little deaf girl. She had this, obviously, this connection with Kong. It just made no sense of how she, was supposed to know all these things, how she was supposed to bring back Mothra, and how she was doing this. It just didn't make no sense. And it didn't make no sense on how the fight just seemed very quick. Like, oh hey, yeah, we're here, we're done, type deal. Um, I did enjoy myself with this film. I found myself enjoying it, I think, more than what I thought, because I was like, oh man, we're gonna have so much of the human characters that no one cares about, and that wasn't the case. They gave, I would say, Godzilla and Kong maybe as much screen time or less than the humans. Godzilla didn't have a whole lot of screen time in this movie. I feel like some of that was taken from him to give Kong more of a story, because this felt like more of Kong's story. And then finally, when the battle's said and done, after they defeat the Scar King, and Kong returns to Hollow Earth to rule over this clan of apes, this tribe of apes, with this other, this other little ape, and then also Shimu. And then Godzilla, he goes back to Earth and he just lays down in the Roman Coliseum. Like, okay, what's going on? So that's pretty much how the movie ends. The little girl goes back with her surrogate mom to Earth and everything else. I didn't care about Trapper. He was kind of annoying. I didn't care about the one Brian. He was very annoying. I was hoping he was going to die. I didn't care about the doctor. I didn't care about the little girl. Again, a lot with these legendary movies, you just don't care about the human characters because they're either not interesting, or they're annoying, or they're boring, or all the above. Was any of this cringe? Not really. It wasn't really hard. It wasn't, I would say, hopefully not too hard to follow. It felt like I was watching Godzilla versus Kong Part 2 in a way. I did enjoy that movie, but at the same time, I just, it's your normal, I would say everyone says, your action popcorn flick. You can watch this with your friends, by yourself, with your significant other, with your kids. It's pretty much, if you like monster movies and you like monsters just beating the crap out of one another, then definitely you're gonna like this movie. Would I say it's the best movie ever? No. Is it an enjoyable movie? Yes. And in my personal opinion, did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. But at the same time, it just felt like everything was kind of confusing, that it felt rushed, and it felt like, okay, we're here, now we're here, now we're here, and if you're not paying attention, then again, you're going to miss something. So, overall, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, was it good? To a certain degree, yes. Was it bad? To a certain degree, yes. So it's kind of felt like it's in between for me. Would I watch the movie again? Yes, I will. Probably when it's on Max, or when it gets to the DVD, I'll probably buy it. But either way, guys, what are your thoughts are about Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire? Is it a good movie? Is it a bad movie? Is it is it the best kind of movie ever, or no? Either way, what are your thoughts are about it? Let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.